So normally, when I would introduce a video, I would say, "What's up? I am WALTEROOSKI, and I am ridiculously excited about this particular video." And I've tried to record a few reactions where I said that very thing, but I just can't. I am not ridiculously excited about this particular video, and in fact, I'm admittedly a little bit nervous because it could be potentially triggering for both me and for you, and if that is the case for you, I understand if you choose not to view this video, and understand if that is the case for you, that I love you and I am honored that you gave me the moment of time you did.
This is going to be a very emotional video, so if you're not here for that, now would be a good time to click off.
I just feel like this is going to be a very heavy song. Like I said, Ren is an amazing artist and has many different ways to make us all feel understood and heard. Time and time again. So
I don't necessarily know what he talks about in the song, but given the title, I can assume it's going to be a tough listen, potentially a tough watch. So I wanted to just address that beforehand.
We're going to be tackling some really heavy things today. So thank you so much for tuning in. I cannot wait to start this video. And again, I really want to applaud Ren for just being so incredibly vulnerable and, you know, really using his form of therapy to help others and make everyone feel like they are not alone.
So much of Ren's content is incredibly deep and multi-layered. The layers of meaning that he's got, it's so nuanced that, I mean, I could sit for hours and pick his stuff apart with toothpicks, like just going through it.
One of the things I've noticed is that there's a lot of things that people don't talk about or don't show emotion to you. You keep it to yourself, and he has this way of bringing it out of you, which is it's very skilled. It's very, very impressive. At times hurting, but very therapeutic as well. Because I think some people need to open up and get that out. There's a lot of guys that can't get that out, and yeah, to have something like this to be able to drag that out of them is unbelievable. Now, this song is going to definitely get to me. I know it will.
Before I hit play, it's important to me, especially today, that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am so thankful that you exist and that you've given me a moment of your time.
I'm in a good enough mood to face it, so Ren, Suicide, let's go.
And here we go.
I'm nervous for this one, you guys. So many people requested it.
Dude, I'm already a little anxious.
Whoa, that's different.
Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Sick boy, bitten by a tech boy.
Sick boy.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armour. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Whoa, whoa.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sega, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plaster cast. The truth is that the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing you, man. I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd. Fuck.
That was a lot.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. I just need a moment.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, hang on a second. I need to get my heart rate down. Oh. First off, holy shit, Ren.
He really hits it. He does. And, you know, when people are gone, you really don't have, like, that chance to get back those memories. You don't have a chance to replay those memories.
Man, that's powerful, bro. I just lost a friend to suicide, man, a couple days ago. Yeah, a childhood friend, a teammate, a brother. I loved him, man. That was powerful, bro. To anybody going through, man, something deep down inside, you're hurting, you're suicidal, man, please reach out, man.
If you don't know, a big part of my story is I lost one of my best friends to suicide. It's why I work at HEARTSUPPORT. It's why I became a therapist. It's one of the most painful things I've experienced in my life.
It's just hard losing someone to this tragic fate. And I now look at it in a different light, because the people who take their lives, I don't no longer see them as selfish. They really, it's a loss of a temporary loss of reality at times, because you sometimes want to feel something in that moment. And at that moment, you're feeling so numb, and you can scream, you can shout, and nothing is coming out. And I mean, just from my friend's experience, she cut herself to feel, and she cut too deep. And then that's what caused her to be in the hospital. And you know what? She's actually an incredibly strong person, because she is fighting this head on, and she's becoming stronger from it. Not to say she doesn't always need help, but she seeks help and support from family now. And she's becoming not afraid of speaking out about it. And she's someone I quite admire.
You know, I think I maybe wasn't the only one that saw a lot of my own story there. When I think about the context of what I almost put people through and what people have put me through, and just wanting so badly for people to know that they're loved, and hating so much that they don't.
And sometimes it's really hard. It is. Life is hard. Decisions are hard. Adulting is hard. Speaking of your feelings it's very fucking hard.
It's so tough to hear him hurting, because I know how that feeling can be from both ends of it. From the end of missing someone who has passed, and from the end of feeling the same way of how quick a decision it can be, and how incredibly impactful that quick decision can affect those around you and those that care about you.
This man is doing something even in spite of his ailment, and even in spite of the pain that he feels every day and everything. Like, it's just, he blows my mind, man.
This was like, I don't want to say it took a weird turn, but like it took like, it was kind of uppity at first, and it was, and then it just went into this, and like it socked us both in the gut. Like, yeah, that was so good. And I didn't mean in a bad way, like, thank God it's over. Like, I'm just like, thank God. Like, I don't think I could take anymore.
No, it's like almost now you can breathe.
I really liked how it started with the song. I liked the lyrics immediately and connected with them. And then when he got to that part at the end, man, that was some heavy stuff, and some feelings that I think so many of us can relate to. And I like his delivery so much there, because you just feel all of his emotion. That's the other side of it. It's not just the lyrics, but it's his interpretation and delivery. Man. Oh, Ren. I'm giving this a 10 out of 10.
I'm having like such a strong reaction to this. This song is the most beautiful piece of art I've ever heard. And I honestly, it's such a gift. Oh my God.
Wow, Ren again wearing his heart on his sleeve, and just, making it so apparent that he is someone who is so incredibly rare, raw, vulnerable. And I praise him really for speaking out on things, and speaking about things that he's experienced in his own life, and making it to where others feel like they can reach out for help and feel like they're not alone. And if they have felt like this as well, or lost someone so close to them, that they can also, grieve properly, and not feel like they have to carry this horrible weight around them for the rest of their life.
That was beautifully written. It was a beautiful, beautiful tribute to Joe. A beautiful tribute to how you must have felt, Ren. Like,
I have to say I respect the shit out of him for putting everything out there in the way that he did, and being so completely brutally raw and honest with his experiences and his feelings about things, because that is exactly what is touching people. This is what's resonating with them. They're so tired of being pandered to with, you know, catchy beats and all that shit. Not that he doesn't have that, but I mean, real substance, real content, and somebody who isn't afraid to say, fuck the industry. He's not going to sell out, you know?
And I don't think it matters like how long it was, or anything. Like if you've been affected by something like that, to have something is visceral. It's the music. It's like, how do you describe it? It's just soul-bearingly brutal. It just kicks you straight in the fucking head. But sometimes you need that. You do need that, I think, as a person. You know, he's almost like our therapist. Yeah, pretty much so.
Run. Run by all means. If you ever, for some reason, see this video, thank you. Thank you for bringing so much light to things that are very hard to talk about, that are very much a sensitive topic. But thank you for sharing who you are, your vulnerability, everything. And as I say to everybody, just thank you for being here. It really is a beautiful thing that you're doing.
But if you're thinking of it, but you're like, nah, I don't want to be a burden on this person. I don't want to cause them. I don't want to put my stuff on them. Don't think like that. I know it's easy for me to say, but please reach out. Please ask for help. Even if it's just help me. I need help. Because that after ripple, it's like a tidal wave. It's like a tsunami coming through and just destroying everybody else's life that you know and love. And it's not worth it. You know, you've got to think, if you've got a wife or a husband or kids, you know what that trauma does to them? It may fix that issue for you because you're no longer here anymore, but then you're putting that also on them, and they may end up doing the same thing because they can't handle it. And it's like a domino effect. And
if anyone here ever feels that low, there are hotlines for different countries down below in the link. Please call them. Please. You matter. You are valuable. You are loved.
I hope that you consider your worth, and if you have a hard time, please try to talk to somebody before the last thing you have to say is goodbye. Be the best until I see you next. I love you.